This is the 2018 Steelers Media Guide. It's really nice. They keep these simple, don't they?
They do keep it very simple. There's never anybody on the cover. It's always the helmet, the stadium, a ball, something like that.
And the correct side of the helmet,
yes,
with the decal. Welcome to Morning Java, which is brought to you as always by our friends at Get Go Cafe and Market, where you can get 2 breakfast sandwiches for $5, Dale.
Or you can get the breakfast special, which is a small coffee, a breakfast sandwich, and some hash browns for $3.99.
Either one is a really good deal. The Steelers will enter this season Super Bowl, fill in the blank, favorites, contenders, what are they?
I don't know if they're Super Bowl favorites, but they're among the contenders. I don't know if there really is a Super Bowl favorite this year. I think when you look at the NFC, it's very deep. I think if you were going to rank the top 10 teams in the league right now, you would say that 7 of them are
6
probably
or 7,
are NFC teams, and then there are 3 AFC teams, and those would be the Steelers, the Patriots, and the Jaguars. And really, beyond that, there's a bunch of, we'll see if somebody emerges.
Okay, but let's because I think almost everybody who's watching would agree on Steelers, Patriots, and Jaguars. There's always another one that ends up coming into the mix. Like actually last year that was Jacksonville.
Well, and I think this year, if you look at things, you got the Chargers out in the West, and you also
who wouldn't surprise anybody, by the way.
And I think you also have the Titans. I'm actually picking the Titans to win the AFC South.
Guy. Really?
I'm telling you.
Why?
They have a deep roster. I think Mariota's going to have a bounce back here, and I think they're going to be the surprise team down here. Jacksonville's not sneaking up on anybody this year. And oh, by the way, the Titans swept the Jaguars last year.
You know what? That's actually a point that's very much worth making, because that means, if nothing else, that they felt comfortable, is specifically Mariota, in attacking that incredibly aggressive Jacksonville defense. So, yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting, but the Steelers are definitely right there in the mix.
So the Steelers' defensive line this year, Dejan, we know Cam Hayward's coming off an all-pro season. We know that Javon Hargrave is back, and we know that Stephon Tuitt is healthy. Interestingly enough,
Knocking on something, yeah.
Interestingly enough, there was one Steeler player mentioned by Bravada. They're the betting, they put out the odds and everything.
Sure.
They're the top 30 picks for the NFL Defensive Player of the Year. It came from that group, but it was not Cam Hayward.
Oh, really?
It was Stephon Tuitt.
Wow. Well, I knew who it was if it wasn't Cam, but yeah, it sure wasn't Hargrave, but wow.
Yeah, I mean
he has that kind of talent, Dale.
He has that kind of talent, and you were waiting to see that from him. We're waiting actually to see he and Cam Hayward on the field together, both healthy, at the same time for the first time in a couple of years. And if the Steelers can get some kind of production that is similar to Hayward's production out of Tuitt, and he's certainly capable of it, they could have a really, really dominant.
Well, I guess some of that depends on how they are utilized. And, for those who've been following the Steelers for a long time, you know that the 3 are basically up there. We're up there to kind of plug the holes, even in the case of a truly great player like Aaron Smith, who was up there to basically set blocks and seal the edge to make sure that other guys could do their job. They're now being challenged. Maybe not Hargrave as much, but the other 2 are being challenged, tasked really, with getting back there.
Well, yeah, and you see a lot of more stunting than they've ever done before. A lot of things to try to get the defensive ends up the field, and you see that a lot in football now because so many teams get rid of the ball so quickly that the easiest way to get there is to get immediate pressure from the middle.
Does anything get affected by Bud Dupree lining up down?
Yeah, I think it's going to help Bud. I really do. I think he's looked, when he's practicing, he hasn't practiced in the last week or so at training camp because of a concussion. But when he's been out there, he's looked explosive with a quick first step off of that right side. I think he's more comfortable over there. He looks more comfortable over there. And oh, by the way, you're next to Cam Hayward, which isn't going to hurt either.
No, that's not going to hurt.
So, of course, one of the main focuses in any preseason game is quarterback play.
Yep.
And that's even more so the case. Yeah, more so when you have a young rookie quarterback who is a higher draft pick and people want to see him play.
He's talking about Josh Dobbs.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Mason Rudolph is going to get another long shot at playing in this game.
Thursday night in Green Bay.
And I'm thinking that they may flip-flop he and Dobbs this week and play Rudolph in the first half of this game and maybe Dobbs in the second half, just to see how Mason Rudolph works with some of the...
That's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you think that Rudolph not only targets James Washington, it's obvious why, they played together a long time in college, he openly talks about it.
Yeah.
He's like, I actually want to be out there with him. Now, on one hand, that's great, and on the other hand, I can't imagine that he would want the coaches to think, well, this guy is really good if he's just throwing to that guy.
Well, I mean, they all have their whoobies. You know,
Sure.
You got your whoobie. You
I
like
just
to throw
wouldn't
to the
talk
whoobie.
about it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think everybody knows it. I mean, you can see the bond that they have. They
Yep.
have that. I mean, it's the same kind of thing that Antonio Brown
Sure.
and Ben Roethlisberger have, where they can give each other a look and they know what the other is thinking because they played with each other for so much.
Trust him with a jump ball like he did in Philadelphia.
Right,
you
right.
know?
And you know, I talked to James Washington the other day, and I said, "Did you know that was, that kind of situation? Did you know they had jumped offside?" He goes, "Oh yeah, we knew, and I knew."
Free play.
I'm just going deep. And Mason trusted that that he would go get the jump ball over Avonte Maddox.
Anything that he could do to be number 2 on this team?
No,
No.
not at all. Landry Jones is going to be number 2. We talked to Ben Roethlisberger the other day, and he said, "Look, I trust Landry when I come off the field. If I ask him a question, I trust what he is telling me. He's watching the game the same way I'm watching the game, and I trust what he says. So if I'm looking at the left side of the field and I never look to the right, I can go and ask Landry, hey, what was going on the right side of that play, and Landry can tell
There's
me."
a great value in that too.
Yeah.
There's only 16 of these games, and your starting quarterback has to feel maximum level comfortable. Imagine, to what you're saying, Ben coming off the field and he needs some help, and he's looking around, and there's the kid who just showed up. I mean, with all due respect to Mason Rudolph, being a kid, not going to happen. This man has spent way too much time here. I got to tell you that right now. He's not going to complain to you, and actually, he doesn't really complain at all. But too much is too much. It is a great place, though, isn't it?
It is, and I enjoy coming up here every year. This is my 26th training camp at St. Vincent College, which is amazing since I'm only 35. No, but you look at this, you come out here every year, it's changed dramatically. I've done a bunch of radio shows and stuff with some of the alumni, and they're all amazed at how this place has changed over the years.
For the better, always.
Yeah, we used to stay in dorms back there. These new ones that are over here behind us are new. I mean, they and even they aren't real new. I mean, they're 10 years old now.
Yeah.
This place, it turns into like Steelerville.
Yeah.
It turns into
that's the part
Steelerville.
The setting around here with the rolling hills over here, the houses up on the hillside, the forestry, the steeples back there. It's a gorgeous setting regardless of football. But the fact that the Steelers, like you said, take it over, and their fans, they fill the hillside here at Chuck Noll Field. They have a thing called the Steelers Experience, where fans come from 12 to 6 every day, and they play in games and have something to do for the kids. I mean, it's not like I'm selling it or something. It's just a great time for people, and it's a really neat atmosphere for something that, for the participants, is so drop dead serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the other thing about this that's always cool is that this is completely free for the fans.
Right.
There's no charge to come out
parking,
here.
nothing.
Yeah, to come out and watch practice, get autographs from the players, and they're all pretty accessible throughout the day. I mean, it's really just such a neat experience. The teams that don't go away to training camp really, I think, miss out on something. Having your entire team in a dorm.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin loves this situation because he knows where everybody's at.
Yeah.
They have none of the problems from home or whatever's going on.
His predecessors loved it too.
I mean,
Yep.
this is the idyllic situation for the Steelers, and it's not like Latrobe is isolated. You're not that far from the city, but you are kind of isolated. You're off, away from the city.
Now they do have a get-go, so
They do.